Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas, and pay heed all who enter, and beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football too. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Houston Cougars, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Houston Cougars offense will get the first crack at it here. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Houston going up tempo.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes. And you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, taking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So Kansas offense will get the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Working that left side now. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. A first down for the offense. From the gun, the ground game. At the 45 on its way. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Jayhawks with the 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Quarterback checking the play. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Hernandez. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Throwing it. Makes the catch. It's Hernandez. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
I love playing man-to-man defense. And I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down coming up. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
Marked down at the 25-yard line. 3rd down coming up.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Hernandez. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. And the Jayhawks have pushed it inside the 20.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback.
Touchdown, Kansas! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
The give. At the 40, there he goes. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Well, we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time.
Off play action. Got out of trouble and throws. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to throw on second down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They make the stop, and this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Fighting off the defender. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Here's the handoff. Got enough space. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
We know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and fail tricks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Virginia Tech is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Virginia. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
The play action fake. Finds the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Houston wants to play fast.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage. A nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Slips through the line. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
The give on the inside. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's third down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. And the Jayhawks will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest, but Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just...
The expressway is wide open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. Now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
He's now up to 71 yards rushing for them so far as he closes in on that 1,400-yard mark. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. He's there to make the stop. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. He's going to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And he laid the lower to stop it from getting the 1st down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Aurora. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He looks that one in nicely. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. Houston trying to say hello to the end zone in this red zone trip.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to lean. That wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. He's got the tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He caught it, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They want to run it left here. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Trying play action. It's complete on the right side. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Wants to throw on second down. Quick strike complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. The quarterback will audible. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Hernandez. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Jayhawks are on the move. Off the play fake on first down. Coming after him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Using his legs, it's Stewart. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
All right, gave up the big play, defense. I know they got a big chunk, but they didn't get in the end zone. You live to fight another day. Now you got to bow your necks up and make this stop inside the 5.
Touchdown, Rock Chalk! And that one will give them the lead.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves him in 2nd and manageable. Defense in press coverage. The give out of the gun. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Neutral zone infraction will push the ball up 5 yards. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. He'll set up to throw. Just a short pass for the tight end. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their 1st pick of the game.
Well, great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Houston will be forced to punt. The Kansas offense returns to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. 1st down here for the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. 1 step wrap, 2 step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing.
Going for the big play. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Jayhawks will call on their punt team. He'll fair catch this one in the snow. Got to make sure that you don't let that thing squirt through. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
On second down, he's looking downfield. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in third and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
They'll get the punt out of there, and it'll be marked down just outside the opponent's 45. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
After that last completion, it's second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. It's complete to the left.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Slide 22. Slide 22.
That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The run from the shotgun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
And this is exactly what this offense wants and wants to continue to do. A couple more first downs. They just got 2 first downs. A couple more first downs, run the clock with the lead. Great recipe for getting the win.
They're getting this guy lathered up. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Field goal is good.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he is brought down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Return team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Now they'll run it to the right here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender bringing a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Dances away from the heat. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. The Kansas offense returns to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Running to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off. hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. He finds his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
It is good. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Virginia Tech is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Michael Vick out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 4 over Virginia. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll run play action. Moves away as he feels pressure. Still running at the 40. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's straight.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And he's got it inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Houston. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Fair catch, called for and made. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. This time on target. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. The give as they work on that clock. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to the run. Running with power. Ball is loose. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a crease. It's Stewart. Smashes through. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
One more yard on this 2nd down might just put an exclamation point on this one. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Russell to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. It just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove a point. And David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team and you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all that momentum, all that hate, and you just pour it out on the field.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.